Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and on today's video we're going to review a fragrance from the house of Kilian. So the one that we have today is Rolling in Love, and this is part of the Narcotics collection. This is what the packaging looks like. So if you actually look at it, it's a very simplistic box. It is quite a pricey fragrance. So Kilian used to ship these out in very beautiful, like plexiglass type of boxes or a very heavy acrylic material. To save costs on that and to make the fragrances a little bit more affordable, they have launched this packaging, which is a cardboard box. It's very thin in profile. It does have some information on the back of it. You do get a sticker on the front that says Rolling in Love. And if you open this up, you do get your fragrance inside of there. So a very nice red lacquered bottle. You do also get some information here on the fragrance itself and on the brand of Kilian. So if you don't know what Kilian is, that is the name of the guy that owns this brand. His name is Kilian Hennessy, and he's part of the Hennessy family. So this entire brand's really based on his experiences in life. It's also based on a lot of liqueur, a lot of wines and spirits. That's what his entire, inspiration is from. So this one itself is part of what they call their narcotics collection. So there's a couple of them. There's the narcotics, there's the cellars, the smokes, the fresh, and the liqueurs. So this is the inspiration for the entire fragrance collection. There are about 4 or 5 different actual ranges. And like I said, this is part of the narcotics collection. It's a very nice fragrance. Now, I will give you a disclaimer really quickly about this fragrance before we get started. It is a fragrance that I would say is certainly more on the feminine side because it is a white floral. Although I can see it working for both men and women, it is a fragrance that if you do not like white florals as a guy, this is probably not going to be one for you because it is a little bit, on that spectrum. So this fragrance was launched in 2019 and the perfumer for this is Pascal Gourion. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably butchering it, but I will list it down here below. The top notes for this are going to be almond milk as well as ambrette seed absolute. In her hard notes, we're going to get orris concentrate and freesia. So we get that first actual white floral in here. Well, I don't know if you would consider freesia an actual white floral, but it is a very whitish floral type of scent itself. And then in the base, we're going to get tonka bean absolute, vanilla, as well as tuberose and musk. And the tuberose is going to be an absolute, so it's a little bit higher concentration of that white floral scent. This fragrance is very nice. It's a very creamy, sexy white floral. It evokes a lot of different emotions. I definitely think that it's a very lovely fragrance. It kind of is like a warm hug embracing you. It is a tuberose actual fragrance. So with that being said, tuberose can be associated with older fragrances. So old school or kind of, old-ish on age. Now this one's done very well. Now the one gripe that I typically have about Kilian as a brand is that the longevity and performance is not there. Now, with this one being a white floral, you do get longevity, you do get performance out of this one because white florals, as an actual fragrance note, tend to last a little bit longer and they tend to be a little bit intense. Now, the good thing with this one is that with it being a white floral, it is a lot softer than your traditional white florals. It is done very well and it will work and, kind of give you that soft white floral element without choking you out or making you feel like it's a little bit overwhelming or intense. So the longevity for this is not bad. Like I said, you do get anywhere from 6 to 7 hours, which is, stellar performance for Kilian as a brand. I typically see them actually wearing off after 2 to 3 hours and they become skin scents. If you don't know what a skin scent is, skin scent as an actual fragrance means that the fragrance does wear, so you still get that longevity. It's still, there. It's not dissipated or gone completely. Essentially what that means is that someone has to get really close to you, essentially, either kissing you or getting, really up and personal with you to smell the fragrance. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is not a good thing if you want the room to really adore your fragrance. This fragrance itself does become a skin scent as well. I will clarify that, but it's at the 6 to 7 hour mark, which is incredible for Kilian. Like I said, Kilian being such an expensive brand, they typically start to become skin scents after the third hour. And this one itself is not like that. And I think it's because it's a white floral. But it is a very soft and creamy fragrance overall. I do really like it. Like I said, it is going to be a white floral. And it kind of has a milky vibe to it, which really makes the fragrance a little bit more wearable. Typically with these white floral fragrances, we tend to see the white floral fragrance paired with, either very floral notes, or we also see them paired with spiciness and woodiness. And this fragrance itself being paired with almond milk really creates a very nice neutral blend that really makes the fragrance likable, wearable, and also a fragrance that is very versatile as well. Now, I would say that this fragrance itself is a fragrance that is more formal. I wouldn't say that this is going to be your casual office fragrance. Now, if you like white florals, and by all means wear it at the office, but it's not a casual office fragrance. It's not an everyday fragrance. It's more dressed up, especially for the price point that we're paying here, and also for the type of fragrance that it is. It's not going to be one that's going to really, really, mesh with a lot of different people, but it's not going to be a fragrance that's going to be very polarizing. What that means essentially is that everyone's going to like this scent, but it's not going to be a fragrance that, someone either loves it or hates it. For the most part, you're going to get a really nice reaction, a very nice compliment getting fragrance. And I really do recommend this one if you're looking for a white floral, because like I said, white florals can be a little bit intense as a fragrance. A lot of other white florals on the market can be a little bit much. Tom Ford is one of those brands that's a sister brand to Kilian. Does have white florals, for example, Jasmine Rouge, Tuberose New. Those are very nice, but they're a little intense to the point where they kind of come off as grandma-ish. And this one itself does not do that. It is done incredibly well. The perfumer really did a great job with balancing the fragrance and giving it a neutral point that is going to make it likable. So definitely check this fragrance out. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on Rolling in Love are down below. Have you tried it? Have you not tried it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know all of that down below. I really appreciate everyone's comments and likes and support to the channel. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fragrance related content. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Until next time, take care.